Hey guys, welcome back to Mayfield Ranch. My name's Katie. Let's go hang out in the garden today. You guys can come along and we can plant some squash together.
So we're going to plant 3 types of squash today: butternut squash, candy roaster, and honeyboat delicata. Here's a look at the back of the packages. Now there's quite a bit of information here. I like these Baker Creek heirloom seed packages because they have the picture on the front and good information on the back. So these here on the bottom are all butternut squash, and they're just little seedlings that I started. I've got 2 delicata right here on the right, and then I've got candy roaster squash. There's supposed to be 4, but it looks like only a couple have sprouted. I'm gonna go ahead and plant the other 2 seed blocks just to see if they sprout. So let's get these in the ground. So first I'm gonna just water in this planter so it's a little bit, so it's got some moisture in it. We did just fill these up. We topped them off with compost and we put cardboard down. So I'm gonna leave a link for the video where we did that if you guys wanna see how we did it. But here along this cattle panel is where I'm gonna put some of the squash. So I definitely wanna put like the butternut right here and maybe some candy roaster kind of over there on that side. And we'll put some delicata right over there on that side. Don't mind this, we're just letting this grow for the honeybees. The pollinators really like it. It comes back every year, so we try to let it live here as long as it can. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's covered in bees.
So I used soil blocks for these squash. Let me try to show you the roots. They actually did pretty well. They just sprouted. They're only like a week old, maybe a little bit over a week. So we're putting them out pretty early. Typically I would start them earlier, but let me show you what the roots look like. Okay, so those 4 are butternut squash. I planted 4, it looks like maybe I planted 5 seeds because there's 2 there. They all sprouted. So we're gonna plant those right along this edge here of the trellis. This is one of the candy roasters. Those are candy roasters. And then these little ones are a couple delicata. So we put cardboard down and then we put compost on top of it. So we just recently did that. The cardboard is already saturated enough that I can get through it. So I should be able to plant these, no problem. Separating them here. The roots look really good, if you guys can see. Just gonna put one of these on the edge. We'll just get all these planted. So this is our butternut squash. So right along this edge, we've got butternut squash. I planted it right along the edge next to this trellis. So we'll see how that does. Hopefully it does okay. Gary reminded me there's not actually drip line right there. So hopefully it'll get watered from the drip line here. Then over here we have candy roaster. So these plants here, that little guy, that big one, the roots were huge, and that little one, we'll try to get those to grow on the trellis too. This is a bunch of squash plants for this one trellis, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna see how it does. So hopefully that'll fill in and look really good. On this other side here, I put a couple of delicata. So there's 2 little delicata seedlings that I put in right there. Ideally, I think one maybe can grow that way. Perhaps one can grow this way. There's some trellising. So we'll just see how this does with that placement. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Just a super quick video, but I thought I would hang out with you guys while I planted the squash. And that way, when I show you on garden tours, you'll see where it is. Maybe I'll remember what I planted where, and we could see how it all grows together. See you guys next time.